Welcome back, everybody. Carmen here with Fresh Cut Flower Farm, and today is day 2 of my Memorial Weekend Maintenance Marathon. Have a lot of work to get done. I did a checklist and it was 4 pages long, so there's a lot of work to be done. So yesterday, whenever I finished with the raised beds, I went through and I weeded these 6 beds here, and I set up to video it, and it did a little bit of it and my battery died, but I just continued on with weeding. We all know what that looks like. That's nothing terribly exciting. In case you haven't noticed, the wind is really blowing. So a few of the things that I want to get done today is I'm going to go through each of these rows and I'm going to cut off the flowers. I'm thinking that I can get to farmer's market next weekend, and so I want my flowers to be putting on some new growth. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to just whack all the blooms off. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm getting cardboard put down in between my rows and kind of here at the top of the rows, and putting some of that free tree mulch on that. I had wanted to do the living pathways, which I think is a great idea, but I'm just trying to cut down as much as I can, as much work as I can. And even though mowing did not take me that long, it was just one more thing that I had to do. So I'm going to lay the cardboard, put the mulch on, and hopefully that will take care of my pathways for the season. And so yeah, that is the plan for the day. So yesterday, whenever I was showing you the raised beds, I had Verbascum white bright over there, and I mentioned that I'm not going to be growing Verbascum again to sell for cut flowers because the vase life is just too short. This is the Southern Charm, and of course, as you can see, all the blooms have pretty much gone on that. But it is very, very pretty, but just the vase life is only 2 to 3 days, so I'm not going to grow it for that purpose. But this one is so pretty that I'm going to plant it in my landscape for next year. It is perennial in zones, I think it's perennial down to zone 5. And I think it's not the actual plant that's coming back up, but it's dropping seeds and new plants are growing from those seeds. So this fall I will plant some out in my landscape because it's just stunning. It doesn't last very long, but it's worth the very short show that you do get from it. So I'm actually, I think, going to dig these up because I cut some back earlier and it's already starting to grow back. And I don't want the flowers that I plant in here to have to compete with that. So I'm going to completely be digging these up. Normally I would just cut them down at the root level, and because from what I understand, if you leave roots in, there's just good bacteria and fungi there that can help grow the new plants that you put in there. But I think in this case I'm going to rip it out, otherwise I might be battling it all season if I don't. Okay, so let me get started with that. Take back what I said about them dropping seed and growing. I think they may actually grow back from the same plant because those are some serious root systems there. In fact, I might take them around to the front and put them in my landscape and see if they'll grow from that. So I got all of the Verbascum pulled out. I amended the bed with some garden tone and mixed that in. And now I'm going to plant some Scabiosus. So I've got Scabiosus Snow Maiden, Scabiosus Summer Fruits, and Scabiosus Salmon Queen. So I'm gonna get those planted right through there. All right, so I got my scabiosa planted, and there's some Dara that's kind of scattered in through there. I had planted that back in early spring. But I had a little bit of room left, so I planted some spring green celosia and then some coxcomb in there, and got them all watered in. And now I'm going to start removing blooms from these flowers. This is Orlea. I forgot that I had planted this. It must have just been some leftover seed that I had, but I'd completely forgot about it. But I've got some feverfew up here, and I'll take off some of these more mature blooms. And then the dianthus here, we'll go through and cut those all off. And over there, right there, that's larkspur. I'm going to get those blooms cut off. I've got some more feverfew there and some yarrow there that I'll be trimming up. And then, let me show you this. That is a snapdragon. I think it's Madam Butterfly Ivory, or it might be Snap Rocket, I'm not sure. But these were those that survived the winter. And look at how thick the stalk is on those. Okay, so I am going to just cut all of those back, and then that will force them to put forth some new blooms. And on all of these that I'm doing the first cut on, I'm just going down to the bottom. Essentially, I'm giving them their first pinch. Okay, I think that about does it for the day. It's late in the afternoon. I've got to go inside, get ready to go to church, and I'm pooped and I'm thirsty, but I got a lot accomplished today. Other than getting the tree mulch put around the beds, I think I pretty well got everything tidied up on these 6 beds. It's just so windy out today, we decided to wait on the mulch because we figured the wind would have the cardboard flying everywhere. So we'll wait till it's not so windy out to do that. So in the next video, I'll probably be tackling the 3 new beds, getting those all squared away, and then we'll be getting ready for the farmer's market. So, all right, that's going to be it for this video. I thank you for watching, and you all have a good day. Bye.